name is Toril Vatgama and I'm the Program Coordinator for the Indian Ocean Program. The Indian Ocean Program looks at building capacity to combat maritime crime within the Indian Ocean region. And our support is targeted towards supporting the entire criminal justice chain. The Indian Ocean area constitutes a third of the world's ocean space and is bordered by 24 littoral states. This makes it a very critical and very important sea lane for enhancing trade, not just within this region, but connecting it to the globe. And with this very kind of lucrative environment also comes opportunity to carry out transnational organized crimes within this ocean space that has very limited law enforcement oversight. The types of transnational organized crimes that we see in the region are narcotics trafficking, illegal fishing, smuggling of migrants, weapons trafficking, etc. In terms of our interventions, it's a very niche and specialist approach, but also quite holistic given the interconnectivity of these crimes. Within the maritime law enforcement pillar, we provide various training courses, various mentorship programs to help member states improve their investigative as well as interdiction capacity in combating maritime crime.
Now I'm done with this side. What do I do now? So for UNODC, the long-term goal is capacity and capability building in all regions, that the Coast Guards are be able to manage and secure their waters and their natural resources.
So, come. Yani masomo haya kwangu mimi yamenifurahisha na yamenipa uwezo wa kuweza kujiamini na kuweza kwenda katika bahari na kuweza kuingia katika boti, kwa sababu hapo mwanzo before kupata hizi training nilikuwa siko vizuri katika hiyo sekta. So kwa sasa hivi I'm good.
The program runs 2 training centres specifically for maritime law enforcement trainings, one based in Trincomalee in Sri Lanka and one based in Seychelles. Both use actual intercepted dhows to carry out the training in order to provide this very live and practical training experience to boarding teams. With regard to support to prosecution, we predominantly provide training to prosecutors from the region to improve their abilities to try maritime cases. This is done through our Prosecutors Network Forum, which is a platform that brings together senior prosecutors from the region.
So when you bring all these traditions together, it allows the prosecutors to understand what is required within each legal system when it comes to gathering evidence in another state and working with their colleagues as to what they can do and cannot do.
It allows prosecutors to come together, to share experience, to learn from the experience of others, in order to ensure that transnational maritime crime do not go unpunished.
It is important to bring together people from different regions because we all know that the water bodies are shared. It's a shared resource. So rather than have the selfish approach of fighting for resources, it's a high time we look at the resources from a unified angle for the benefit of the humankind.
We also provide national level mentorship programs where UNODC's prosecution experts go down to each country, whether it's the AG's office or the DPP's office, but spend about a week or 2 reviewing live cases, but also providing that mentorship. Within the judicial pillar, the Indian Ocean Program has provided various forms of support, a key one being infrastructural support. Currently, we are building a court complex in Nairobi within the same complex as Committee Maximum Prison. This pretty much replicates the successful model delivered in Mombasa, where we built Shanzu Court right next to Shimalatewa prison, which has had great benefits, especially with facilitating prisoner movement between prison and court.
So it is not just about seeing people going to jail. It is trying to also show us that we've got to follow the internationally approved standards or regulations of a fair trial.
And the last pillar within the Indian Ocean programme is the detention pillar, where support is geared towards ensuring that prisoners of maritime crime or serious organised crime are actually imprisoned in a secure and humane manner. We have national level programmes both in Seychelles and Kenya.
And as you heard me say earlier, physical security, as you all know from your training, is around your walls.
Our interventions are very much focused around training to prison staff, ensuring the right security setting exists in the prison.
So part of the role here is to enhance the skills that they already possess. But one of the things that we're really talking a lot about is dynamic security. That is literally about staff relationships with prisoners. But if they have a decent working relationship with prisoners, then they feel quite happy to tell them about kind of what's going on in the prison without fear of repercussion, and they've got that bond of trust.
With this just minimal information, we can say that
through our active involvement in the prisons, we also deliver a preventing violent extremism strategy.
This kind of clients we're talking about, the violent extremist offenders, are this type of clients who are very intelligent. So it calls for the officers to be very professional and at the same time to just, have the skills to be able to handle them.
Whilst our interventions are very nationally focused, it is equally, or if not more important, to also enhance regional cooperation within the entire Indian Ocean region. The programme looks to enhance regional cooperation using its IOFMC platform, which stands for the Indian Ocean Forum on Maritime Crime. It's basically a loose grouping of members of littoral states within the Indian Ocean who come together and have the kind of political will to enhance maritime security in the region. Within the IOFMC pillar, we also have sub-pillars, one of them being the Southern Route Partnership, and the Southern Route Partnership mainly focuses on combating heroin trafficking within the Southern Route.